Hi, welcome to Magpie Moonchild. My name is Kayleigh, and this is a deck unboxing and first look at Fifth Spirit Tarot by Charlie Claire Burgess. 78 card deck. Now, this was produced as an indie deck within the last couple of years. However, this is the Hay House Mass Market Edition. I do not have the indie version of this, unfortunately. But let's see what we have. So these are obviously the four sides, the front, and then we have Tarot Beyond Binaries. The tarot thrives in liminality and nuance. The more we work with tarot, the more we realize that everything is fluid. Gender, meaning, even time. We're all creatures of earth, air, fire, and water, bound together by a fifth element, spirit. This deck expands notions of gender through the juxtaposition of traditional titles and queered imagery. It encourages you to queer your practice by listening to your intuition, your personal symbolism, and your own lived wisdom. Now that's queer. So let's take the plastic off and let's have a look at this. Now, I do have quite a few queer decks. But I actually have Plymouth Pride coming up. I'm doing readings at Plymouth Pride next month. So I decided a new deck with new energy would be amazing. So we have a two-part box. And it says, may this deck guide you to your truth, for where you find your truth, you'll find your power. Okay, we have the guidebook there, and we have, there we go, a queer inclusive deck for a world beyond binaries. We have the booklet. I'll have a look at the booklet in a moment. And then we have this deck. So if I take this paper cuff off of here, and we have this gorgeous back design. It's like a cream colour on a black background. And it's matte printed. So let's have a look. This cardstock feels different than normal Hay House Tarot decks. So maybe they've changed their cardstock. So we have the Fool, the Magician, the High Priestess, the Empress, the Emperor, the Hierophant, the Lovers, the Chariot, Strength, the Hermit, the Wheel of Fortune, Justice, the Hanged One, Death, Temperance. This was one of the images that really called me in. The Devil, the Tower, the Star, the Moon, beautiful image, the Sun, Judgment, and the World. We go into the Ace of Wands, the Two of Wands, Three of Wands, the Four of Wands. I've got Dame Vera Lynn's Keep the Home Fires Burning, that song in my head as I saw that. Five of Wands, Six of Wands, Seven of Wands, the Eight of Wands, the 9, the 10, and then we have the Page, the Knight, the Queen, and the King of Wands. We have the Ace of Cups, the 2, the 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and the 10 of Cups, the Page, the Knight, the Queen, and the King. Then we have the Ace of Swords, the 2, the 3, the 4, 5, 6, 7. Always a magpie. It's always a magpie stealing. Anyway, the 8 of Swords. Such a stereotype that is really inaccurate. The 9 of Swords and the 10 of Swords. And then we have the Page, the Knight, the Queen. I love that outfit. And the King of Swords. And then we go into the Ace of Pentacles, the 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, the 8, the 9, the 10, the Page, the Knight, the Queen, and the King of Pentacles. So let's see how they riffle shuffle. First of all, they will riffle shuffle really well. They do already. Slight bend to it, but a lot of decks do that. And when you do it the other way, it straightens back up anyway. So feels good. It feels a bit papery. I don't know, I can't describe it, because when you feel it, it's smooth, and yet there's like a grainy feel to how the cards want to move over each other. That's not to say that they won't wash. They will wash. They just don't feel as slippery or playful as previous decks from Hay House have. But as you can see, they hand over shuffle beautifully. I can pull one card off very easily. They're not sticking. They're not clamoring to each other. It just sounds, I don't know if you can hear that. It sounds rough, and yet it's not. Matte printed. The cardstock is decent. It's decent thickness, decent weight to it. And they will bend, but you can just pop them back straight. It's not unheard of for cards to bend and then go back the other way. Okay, they're not bending up and curling. So let's see. Fifth Spirit Tarot, Charlie Claire Burgess. Fifth Spirit dedicated to the queers, the outsiders, the survivors, and everyone making magic from the margins. I can see a lot of gender magic in there. It's beautiful. A note on gender and inclusivity, reversals, queering your practice, so queer your language, scrap the masculine feminine duality, think beyond the boundary, forget the shoulds, do not assume. Assuming only makes an ass of you and me. It literally says it, ass you me. Throw out the guidebook, and then beyond the binaries spread. Everyone's a little queer spread. 5 spirit spread, and then it goes into the cards themselves. It explains the major arcana, the suits, and then we go into the major arcana, and we have the card number, the title, or the card name, and then a description for each of them. And then that goes through the minors as well. We go through cups, swords, the pentacles, and then we move into the acknowledgements. The creator. Some of the people in that have been inspired some of the art in the cards as well. And then about the creator, Charlie Claire Burgess, they, them. And then details on Hay House, like gorgeous inside printing. And then the blurb on the back with a picture of Charlie Claire there as well. Portland, Oregon. Do you know there's quite a few amazing decks created from Portland, Oregon? It must be a haven of tarot magic out there. So this is obviously been the quick look, the first look at the Fifth Spirit Tarot. If you have any questions, as always, please feel free to comment below, or comments or viewpoints on it. I always appreciate other people's viewpoints. When it comes to tarot, if we don't see other people's points, how are we ever going to learn beyond ourselves? Really love this deck. I'm looking forward to playing with it. from now all the way through until Pride at the beginning of next month. And ongoing, actually. It's not just Pride for Pride. It's an ongoing thing to work with it as well. I had my own little gender journey as a young teen into mid to late teens. So it's an ongoing thing to work out your queerness and things. So yeah. So that is Fifth Spirit Tarot. Hopefully it has been of some use to you. And as I said, always, comment down below if you feel you'd look called to. And hopefully I will see you again soon. Bye for now.